So if you're shopping for a wig, you might be trying to decide whether you should choose a silk top or a lace top. So let's go over the differences between the two so you can decide which one is going to be best for you. And you should know there is no right or wrong here. It really depends on what you're looking for a wig and what you want in your day-to-day wear. So with a silk top wig, you're going to get a very flat part. One of the beauties of silk top wigs is there is no return hairs, which are the short little hairs where the hair is tied into lace that stick out on the other side. With silk, because those hairs are kept within the two layers of silk, you get no knots and you have no return hairs. Which brings me to the next really big benefit of silk tops, which is a very seamless looking part. Because there is no knots, it just looks like it's completely growing from your scalp. With the silk top wigs, we do need to use a little bit more hair to make the silk top work, so you're going to find that these wigs do feel a little bit heavier and higher density than what their lace top wig feels. However, this could be seen as a benefit or a drawback depending on if you're somebody who likes a little more hair in your wig or you want something that is very lightweight. Finally, with a silk top wig, there is going to be a transition where that silk meets your lace front, so you're going to have to smooth that over with a little bit of powder to keep it looking good. If you don't smooth it over, there's going to be like a clear connection right there, and that can be obvious that you're wearing a wig. So using a little bit of powder and some scar tape underneath the lace front, I find helps it look a lot more seamless. Moving on to the lace top wig. So the lace top wig is going to be all lace throughout the entire top, so it's very seamless in terms of no transitions of any sort. The next thing is, because we can use a very low density in our lace top wigs, they tend to feel a lot lighter and just more airy overall. If you're somebody who doesn't want to feel like you're wearing a lot of hair, then a lace top is typically the better choice. With lace top wigs, you do see the knots in the part line because there is no silk that is being tied into. However, you can very easily cover this up with a little bit of powder and still create a very seamless looking part line. With a lace top, you will have those short return hairs we talked about that you do not have in the silk top. Again, these aren't really problematic because you can smooth them down with the hot comb and you really don't notice them when you're wearing your wig, but it's important to know that they are going to be there, so when you get your wig, you take it out and you see some short hairs, you don't think you've got a defective piece. So those are the key differences between a silk top wig and a lace top wig. Again, there's no better wig, it just really depends on what you look for in your hair. Let me know in the comments which one you guys prefer.